Welcome to Gray Matter Reports. Today we decode the complex reality of events that unfold around us. The camera hovers over a dimly lit room, its walls cloaked in shadows. A flickering fluorescent light casts an eerie glow, illuminating a solitary figure seated at a metal table. The individual, a subject of profound interest, stares blankly ahead, eyes devoid of emotion. A clinical observer records the scene, capturing every nuance, every twitch. A voiceover begins. In the labyrinth of the mind, darkness often reigns. We delve into the complexities of an antisocial profile, where empathy is but a ghostly echo. Here, the lines between normalcy and aberration blur. The camera zooms in on the subject's face, revealing a striking juxtaposition between calmness and the storm brewing beneath. A heartbeat resonates in the background, a rhythmic reminder of life. Yet the individual is an enigma, a puzzle where pieces refuse to fit. Biological evidence offers a glimpse into this chaos. Brain scans reveal anomalies, regions of activity flickering like distant stars. The amygdala, responsible for emotional processing, lies dormant. A chilling silence fills the void where compassion should dwell. The observer shifts focus, a subtle movement capturing the essence of detachment. What drives a person to navigate the world devoid of emotional connection? The answers lie buried deep, entwined within genetic predispositions and environmental influences. The mind is a battleground, where nature clashes with nurture. Footage transitions to a series of close-ups, hands fidgeting, lips curling into a faint, unsettling smile. The individual's exterior masks a fractured psyche. Cognitive dissonance reigns, creating a facade that deceives even the most astute observer. In the search for understanding, we confront our own fears, our own biases. The room darkens further, shadows stretching ominously. As we unravel this tale, we must confront the unsettling truth. The mind of the individual is a reflection of our darkest fears, a mirror showing us what we dare not acknowledge. The heartbeat crescendos, echoing the mounting tension. In this cinematic exploration, we venture into a realm where morality fades and the very essence of humanity is called into question. What lurks in the recesses of the mind? What lies beneath the surface? The camera pulls back, revealing the stark surroundings once more. Each revelation brings us closer to the edge, teetering between reason and madness. And in this confrontation, we may find not only the subject's truth, but our own. The screen fades to black, leaving only the echo of the heartbeat, a haunting reminder of the complexities that define us all. The corridor was dimly lit, shadows flickering against sterile walls. Each step echoed, a reminder of the gravity of the task at hand. The behavioral case involved layers, complexities woven into the fabric of an individual whose psyche was a labyrinth of contradictions. At the center of this investigation stood a subject whose actions had defied conventional understanding. The antisocial profile exhibited a chilling detachment from societal norms. Empathy, a hallmark of human connection, was absent, replaced instead by a calculated precision in interactions. The individual moved through life as if observing a play, devoid of emotional investment. Neuroscientific research provided a lens to view this dissonance. Imaging studies revealed atypical patterns in the amygdala, the brain's emotional core. Here, fear and empathy typically intertwine, yet in this subject, connectivity faltered. It was as if the neural pathways had been rewired, depriving the individual of emotional resonance. The implications of such biological evidence sent ripples through the field, raising questions about the nature of morality and choice. Behavioral assessments painted a stark portrait. The individual displayed a remarkable ability to mimic social cues, an act reminiscent of an actor rehearsing lines without understanding the script. Charm masked deeper motivations, manipulation cloaked in charisma. Observers noted a chilling calmness in moments of conflict, an unsettling ability to remain unruffled, while others spiraled into chaos. The clinical interviews revealed a fragmented self-concept, a puzzle missing crucial pieces. There was a profound lack of insight into personal actions, a disconnect that defied comprehension. Each response was calculated, revealing not the inner workings of regret, but rather a strategic mind assessing risk and reward. This cognitive dissonance became a focal point of analysis, illuminating the disjunction between thought and action. As the case unfolded, it became increasingly evident that the individual was not merely a product of environment or biology. The intersection of genetics and life experiences crafted a narrative rich in complexity. The subject stood at the crossroads of potential and peril, a testament to the unpredictable nature of the human condition. In the end, the case concluded not with a resolution, but with more questions. The shadows of the mind remained elusive, a haunting reminder that understanding the psychopath's psyche is akin to navigating fog, each step forward shrouded in uncertainty. The narrative of the individual, though unsettling, was a crucial chapter in the ongoing exploration of human behavior, begging for further inquiry into the depths of the mind. The mind of an individual exhibiting an antisocial profile is a labyrinthine structure, shadowed by intricate patterns of thought and emotion. Each twist and turn reveals layers of detachment, a cold calculus of human interaction. It is in this neural maze that we find the psychological bridge, a crossing point where empathy and morality dissolve into a chilling void. In the case of the subject, the absence of emotional resonance becomes glaringly apparent. Neural pathways, typically vibrant with empathetic responses, lie dormant. The amygdala, responsible for emotions such as fear and pleasure, operates in a muted state. This is not mere indifference. It is a profound disconnection from the very fabric of human experience. The subject navigates social exchanges like a ghost, present but utterly disengaged, a specter haunting the periphery of human connection. At the core of this disassociation lies a complex interplay of biology and environment. Genetic predispositions intersect with formative experiences, shaping a psyche that is both enigmatic and chilling. Neuroimaging reveals decreased activity in the prefrontal cortex, the region governing decision-making and impulse control. Here, we encounter the fundamental paradox, an intellect capable of calculating risk and consequence, yet devoid of the moral compass that typically guides such thoughts. Conversations with the subject unveil a clinical detachment. Words are spoken like a learned script, devoid of the nuances that characterize authentic human interaction. The subject recounts experiences with a chilling calm, recounting scenarios where others feel pain or joy, yet failing to grasp the emotional weight of these moments. It is as if they walk among us, but see through a glass darkly, unable to penetrate the emotional layers that bind humanity together. The psychological bridge is not merely an absence of feeling, it is an active construction. This bridge allows the subject to traverse between normative behavior and a dispassionate analysis of human life. On one side, the facade of social compliance, on the other, a stark rationality that reduces relationships to transactions. The individual crafts a persona that can navigate the external world while internally residing in a realm stripped of empathy. As the case unfolds, the implications become strikingly clear. The psychological bridge serves as both a defense mechanism and a pathway to manipulation. It offers a glimpse into the shadows, an understanding that, while the mind may function, the essence of humanity remains tragically absent. In this space, the subject exists, a solitary figure wandering the corridors of their own making, forever distanced from the warmth of connection. In the quiet confines of the research facility, the air thickened with a somber gravity. Each flicker of fluorescent light mirrored the uncertainty of the subject's mind. We embarked on a deep dive into the neural labyrinth of an individual marked by an antisocial profile. This was not merely an exploration, it was an excavation of the psyche, a quest for understanding the uncharted territories of human behavior. Neuroscience offers a unique lens through which we can view the intricate wiring of the brain. The subject, a construct of biological evidence and environmental influence, presented a complex interplay of genetic predispositions and experiential factors. Initial scans revealed stark abnormalities in the amygdala, the brain's emotional center. This region, often associated with fear and empathy, exhibited diminished activity. A clinical observation suggested a detachment from the emotional responses that bind humanity. As we delved deeper, we employed functional MRI technology to map neural pathways. The data was illuminating yet unsettling. When faced with moral dilemmas, the subject displayed an almost mechanical response, devoid of the emotional turmoil that typically accompanies such decisions. This lack of emotional engagement points to a larger narrative. It is a stark reminder that empathy is not merely a social construct, but a neurobiological imperative. In another layer of this investigation, we scrutinize the interplay of the prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making and impulse control. Findings indicated a disconnection between this region and the amygdala, suggesting a breakdown in the mechanisms that regulate moral reasoning. The clinical implications of this observation are profound. The subject's actions, while seemingly calculated, stemmed from a place of neurological dysfunction rather than a conscious choice. The shadows of their psyche reveal a chilling reality. The absence of guilt or remorse is not merely a choice, it is a biological predisposition. The implications stretch into the realms of justice and accountability. How does one hold an individual responsible for actions rooted in a malfunctioning brain? It is a question fraught with ethical dilemmas and societal repercussions. As we concluded our observations, the narrative of the subject unfolded like a dark tapestry, each thread woven from elements of biology, psychology, and circumstance, converging into a portrait that challenges our understanding of morality. The deep dive into this individual's mind illuminated not just their darkness, but also the shadows lurking within the human experience itself. Here lies the essence of our exploration, a quest to reconcile the intricacies of the mind with the fabric of society. The pursuit of understanding continues, even as we grapple with the nebulous boundaries of human nature. In the quiet corridors of research institutions worldwide, the echoes of inquiry reverberate. The quest to understand the antisocial profile transcends borders, encapsulating the essence of humanity's darkest impulses. Neuroscientists delve deep into the labyrinthine pathways of the brain, unearthing the biological evidence that may hint at origins and motivations. Across the globe, findings converge. In Europe, researchers study the impact of childhood trauma on neural connectivity, revealing that early experiences shape the emotional circuitry of the brain. A disconnection emerges, where empathy is muted and moral reasoning falters. The individuals studied often mirror a haunting reflection of society's darkest fears, yet they remain enigmas wrapped in human complexity. Meanwhile, in Asia, genetic markers are scrutinized. The interplay of nature and nurture is dissected, illuminating how certain biological predispositions might predispose an individual toward antisocial behavior. Scientists identify variations in genes associated with impulsivity and aggression. With each discovery, the narrative unfurls like a dark tapestry, woven from threads of biology and environment. As researchers share their findings, a clinical dialogue ensues. The West focuses on psychological frameworks, exploring the depths of personality disorders. In laboratories, fMRI scans reveal patterns of brain activity that distinguish these individuals from their peers. Areas associated with emotional regulation are often underactive, while regions linked to reward processing show heightened activity. This dichotomy creates a chilling portrait of the human mind, one that craves excitement yet lacks the emotional tether to navigate societal norms. Conferences blossom into platforms of collaboration, where experts exchange ideas and methodologies. The global perspective reveals a tapestry of divergent yet interconnected stories. In South America, sociocultural influences are examined, uncovering how systemic issues can foster environments where antisocial profiles flourish. The findings prompt critical reflection. How do societal structures mold the psyche? As the dialogue deepens, a shadow looms. The implications of this research extend beyond academic realms. Policymakers grapple with ethical questions. Can biological evidence justify intervention? Should society bear the burden of understanding and rehabilitating those who exist on the fringes? The narrative of the antisocial profile is not merely a scientific exploration. It is a mirror reflecting humanity's collective struggle. The shadows of neuroscience beckon, urging us to confront the complexities of the mind. In this global pursuit, the quest for understanding becomes a profound exploration of what it means to be human, a journey fraught with both peril and promise. The incident is but a chapter in a larger story, one that calls for empathy, inquiry, and perhaps redemption. The courtroom hums with a tension that hangs like a thick fog. Eyes dart nervously, seeking clarity in the murky depths of the case. The jury, a microcosm of society, sits poised, their verdict looming like a storm cloud ready to burst. This is not merely a trial. It is the culmination of a psychological odyssey into the mind of an individual defined by an antisocial profile. As the prosecutor rises, their voice cuts through the silence. Each word is precise, a scalpel dissecting the complexities of human behavior. This individual, they begin, exemplifies traits that transcend mere social deviance. We have witnessed a pattern, a chilling lack of empathy, combined with a calculated charm that masks an underlying void. The audience shifts, caught between fascination and revulsion. Behind the defendant's placid facade lies a labyrinthine psyche. Neuroscientific shadows dance across the brain's landscape, where empathy is muted and impulses reign supreme. The evidence presented, a tapestry woven from biological markers and behavioral assessments, paints a stark picture. Functional MRI scans reveal regions of the brain that fail to light up in response to emotional stimuli. The individual exists in a realm where human connection is not a lifeline but an enigma. The defense attorney counters with a desperate plea. What of the environment, they ask, their voice trembling. What of the circumstances that shaped this individual? Can we not find humanity within the fractures? Yet, the words hang in the air, heavy with the weight of their inadequacy. The jury's eyes remain fixed, unwavering, as if they can sense the tremors of moral ambiguity. In the closing moments, the prosecutor's gaze pierces through the din. We must confront the uncomfortable truth, they assert. This individual poses a threat that is insidious and deeply rooted. It is not merely a question of actions, but of intentions, of a mind that understands the game yet chooses to play with a disregard for the rules. Each phrase resonates, echoing through the chamber like a chilling refrain. As the jury retires to deliberate, the atmosphere thickens. Outside, the world continues, blissfully unaware of the complexities unraveling within the confines of the courtroom. The fate of the individual hangs delicately in the balance, an unresolved equation steeped in moral complexity. Will they be judged solely for their actions, or will the shadows of their mind cast a longer shadow over the final verdict? Time stretches, each tick of the clock resonating with the weight of anticipation. The psychological implications ripple outward, a reminder that within the depths of the human mind lies both brilliance and darkness. In the end, it is not just a verdict that awaits, but a reckoning with the very nature of humanity itself.